Welcome back, guys. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about how to connect our Node.js application to the MongoDB. In the previous lectures, we have learned how MongoDB works and we have learned the basic commands in the MongoDB like insert, delete, update commands. Now in this video, we are going to repeat all the commands using the Node.js. So in the local disk E, I have already created our new project with the name Mongo and Node. Local disk E, Node projects. You can see here I have created an empty folder with the name Node Mongo. You can see here the folder is empty. Now I'm going to access this folder in the VS Code. So first I will click on the file icon, open folder. Now select the Node Mongo, select folder. You can see here our project folder is opened in the VS Code. Now we need to perform the basic setup. So first I will create the server.js file. And I will initialize the npm new terminal. Npm init. It will start initializing npm in our application. We have to answer all the questions with enter. You can see package.json file. Now we have to install the required packages in our application. So first we will require only two things: npm install express and nodemon. Press enter. Here we go. The two packages have been installed successfully. If you click on the package.json file, you can see here both packages has installed successfully. Close this package.json file and create our basic environment. So first I will initialize the express. Const express is equal to require express. Now we have to create the app variable where app equal to express. Control S. So if you want to create the basic route, you can create, or if you want to start server directly, you can start. So first I will create one basic route with the home page app.get. In this home page route, I will send the response to the client as this is home page response.send. This is home page. Control S. Now I'm going to start the server using the app.listen method. So the port number is 5000. Control S. Now I will start the server using the nodemon server.js. Press enter. Here we go. We got the output. Server started on port. So now we will see how to connect our Node application to the MongoDB. So first we have to install one npm package which is called as Mongoose. Mongoose is one of the MongoDB client which is useful for connecting the Node.js to the MongoDB. So first I will terminate this job and I will write npm install MongoDB. Not MongoDB, Mongoose. MONGOOSE. npm install Mongoose and press enter. It will start initializing this Mongoose in our application. You can see here the Mongoose package has been installed successfully. If you open the package.json file, you can able to see the Mongoose version 5.10.0. Close this package.json file. Now we have to restart the server. Nodemon server.js. Press enter. You can see the server has restarted successfully. Now we will see how to connect the Node application to the MongoDB using the Mongoose package. First we have to initialize the Mongoose package in the server.js. So I will write const Mongoose equal to require. In the single quotes you have to write same package name Mongoose. So this is the MongoDB client which is used for connecting Node to the database, MongoDB database. So now we have to write the connection statement. So we have to write mongoose dot connect. In the first parameter you have to write our MongoDB URL. If you open the MongoDB Compass, you can able to see the URL. I will open the MongoDB Compass. You can see here MongoDB Compass community. Here we go. The MongoDB Compass is open. If you click on the connect button, first you have to select the local host. Now click on the connect button. At the top, you can see the MongoDB connection URL is localhost 27017. You have to copy this localhost 27017 and you have to paste that link in the parameter. Here you have to paste mongodb.connect. So first you have to write the HTTP, not HTTP, you have to write MongoDB because it is a MongoDB connection URL. That's why first you have to write MongoDB :2 backslashes. Now we have to write localhost : port number. The port number is 27017, I think. You can see here 27017. So you have to write the port number as 27017. So this is the MongoDB connection URL. MongoDB : 2 double slashes localhost followed by the colon, and at the last you have to write the port number. The port number is 27017. After writing this URL, you have to write slash, and after the slash you have to write the database name. So I want to create the database name as sports. I will create the database name as sports. Sports is our database name. This is the first parameter in the mongoose.connect method. So the second parameter is one of the object. So first open the Google. You can see here I have opened Google. Now type Mongoose and select the first link, Mongoose ODM 5.10.0. And in the first page only, you can able to see the methods which are useful for connecting the node application to the database. So already we have implemented the first step, const mongoose equal to require mongoose. And in the second step, we have implemented only one thing. We have added the MongoDB connection URL. Now you have to paste this object. So this is for MongoDB security purpose. So you have to copy it exactly, Control C, and you have to paste this link as the second parameter. That's it. So the first parameter is MongoDB connection URL, and the second parameter is two properties which are useful for MongoDB security, and you have to paste this compulsory. So now the third parameter is callback function. After connecting the URL, this MongoDB will send the response whether it is successful or not. So that's why we have to write callback function. This function takes only one parameter, which is the error object. So I will write the error object as ERR. Now we have to check if there is any error in our connection or not. So with the help of if-else condition, you can able to verify errors in our connection. First I will write if condition, if ERR. Means if there is any error in our application, we have to print the error in the console. That's why I will write console.log ERR. If there is no error in our MongoDB connection, then we have to print MongoDB connection successful. So I will write single quotes, MongoDB connection successful. Control yes. That's it. You can see here in the command prompt, not command prompt, in the terminal, we got the output MongoDB connection successful because we have connected our node application to the MongoDB with the help of Mongoose package. This Mongoose package having one method which is called as mongoose.connect. This mongoose.connect accepts three parameters. The first parameter is MongoDB connection URL. The second parameter is security object, and the third parameter is callback function. If you don't know this MongoDB connection URL, you have to open the Mongoose websites, and in the first page only you can able to see this link and copy this link and paste as it is. At the last you have to change the database name to your database. So now we have to create the collection in the MongoDB. How to create the collection? So without a collection, MongoDB database will not be created even the connection is successful also. So if you open the Compass, MongoDB Compass here, if you observe the databases, there is no database with the name of our database sports. We have created the database with the name sports. But if you open the MongoDB Compass, there is no database with the name sports, because without the collection, the MongoDB database will not be created. Every database should have at least one collection. So when you add collection with the Node.js only, the database will be created. So in the next video, I will show you how to add the collection with the help of Node.js. Thank you. Welcome back, guys. In the previous lecture, we have learned how to connect our MongoDB and Node.js applications. So there is one npm package which is called as Mongoose. With the help of that Mongoose package, we can able to connect our Node application to the MongoDB. The method which is used to connect the Node application to the MongoDB is mongoose.connect. This mongoose.connect accepts three parameters. First parameter is MongoDB connection URL, and the second parameter is MongoDB security objects, and the third parameter is callback function. So if it is showing any error, we can able to see the error in the console. So as of now, we have given the correct MongoDB connection URL. Suppose if there is any error in the MongoDB connection URL, the error will be printed on the console. So here I will print some error message. Instead of writing localhost, I will remove T from the host. So it will show the error because it is not a correct URL. I will press Ctrl S. You can see here in the console we got an error while connecting the MongoDB and Node.js. Mongoose server selection error. GET address info enot not found, because the localhost spelling is wrong. Here you can see LOCALHOS. This is not the spelling of localhost. Localhost spelling is LOCALHOST. Here we have removed the T. That's why it is showing the error. Now I will add the T once again. Ctrl S. Now we can get the output. Here you can see we got the output as MongoDB connection successful. So we have to place the correct MongoDB connection URL. If you don't know the MongoDB connection URL, you just need to visit the Mongoose website. In the Mongoose website, you can able to see the code which is used to connect the Node application to the MongoDB. Now we will perform all the basic CRUD operations in the MongoDB and Node.js. So to perform the CRUD operations, we have to use a client. So first we have to open the Postman. With the help of Postman only, we can able to send the data to the Node.js, and we will store that data in the MongoDB. Postman. Here you can see the Postman window is open. Now we have to create some routes to perform the basic CRUD operations like create, read, update and delete. So first I will create the 4 routes for creating, updating, deleting and inserting. So already we have one route app.get. So first I will remove this route. Now I will create the required routes for our project. So first one is inserting data into the MongoDB. So I will create the route as app.post because we have to get the data from the client. That's why I am using the app.post. So the data API link is, API URL I am writing is add game. So this is about the sports database. That's why we have to deal with the games. So first for the creating purpose, I will creating the route as add game. So in this route, we have to receive the games details from the client and we have to add that games details to the MongoDB. So the second route is app.post. The second route is delete game. Delete game. And the third route is app.post get games. So in this route, we have to get all the games which are available in the database. So for getting the data from the database, we can use both get method and the post method. So it's better to use always post method only. That's why I have written always post methods. And the last route is update. App.post update game. Update game. So now we have created the 4 routes. First we have to deal with the adding, then we have to deal with the updating, then we have to deal with the getting, means getting all the details from the database, and at the last we will see how to delete. Before doing all these things, we have to know what is the structure of the game, means what are the properties that are available in the games list. Suppose if you are dealing with users, a user may have user ID, password, email, etc. So if you are dealing with games, what is the structure of that games collection? What are the properties it should consist? So first we have to create the model of the game. So what are the properties a game should have? So at the top we have to create the model of the game. So after creating the connection, I will create the model. So to create the model, first we have to write const game, or you can say game model, equal to, we have to write mongoose dot model. This mongoose dot model accepts 2 parameters. The first parameter is collection name and the second parameter is structure of the game model. So I will write the first parameter as games, GAMES. So every collection name must be a plural word. So in MongoDB, collection names is having the naming convention. Every MongoDB collection name should end with the S letter. So that's why we have to write games. Suppose if you write game, then the MongoDB will automatically create the new collection with the games. So to avoid that problem, we have to create the collection name with the ending letter as S only. So every collection name should end with S letter. So here the collection name is games. Now the second property is structure. So a game should have the 3 properties. So the first property is name. What is the game name? The game name must be a string. That's why I will write string. And the second parameter is country. Which country is famous for the specific game? I will write the country, COUNTRY. Country. It is also a string. That's why I will write the data type as string. And at the last, I will write the player. So in this, we have to write the famous player in the respective game. The player name is also a string. That's it. This is the structure of the game. Const game model is equal to mongoose.model. So this mongoose.model accepts 2 parameters. The first parameter is collection name. Here the collection name is games. And the second parameter is structure of the game model. Every game should have 3 things. The first thing is name, and the second thing is country, and the third thing is player. All these 3 things must be the strings. Now we have to send the data from the client to the NodeJS. Then NodeJS will send the data to the MongoDB. So first we will create the API route in the Postman. So to add the game, we have to visit the link as add game, localhost 5000 add game. So I will open the Postman. So I will remove this validate and I will write add game. This is the link which is used to add games to the database. So here the method is correct only. We are working with only post methods. That's why the method is post. Now here we have to select the body. In that body, you have to select the JSON format. At the right side, you can able to see the text format or JSON format or HTML format. You have to select only JSON format when you are working with Node.js. Select JSON. Now, from the client side, we have to send the data to the Node.js. So our data should be game. So first, I will open the object. And the first property name is name only, the game name. So we have to write the double colons. Name. I will write the name as cricket. Game name is cricket. And the second property is country. Which country is popular for that game? I will write country. And I will write the value as India. And I will write the third property as player. Which player is popular in that game? So I will write the player name as Sachin. So Sachin is popular cricket player. That's why I have written Sachin. So there is something mistake in the JSON format. That's it. The first property is name, second property is country, third property is player. First property value is cricket, second property value is country, and the third property value is Sachin. Now we have to receive these data at the Node.js. To receive data from the post method from the client, we have to use the body parser. Already we have discussed these methods in the previous lectures only. Body parser is one of the npm package which is used to receive data from the client. So first we have to install the npm package which is called as body parser. Body parser. Press enter. Sorry, I have forgot to written npm install. Npm install body parser. Press enter. Here we go. The body parser package has been installed successfully. Now we have to add the body parser required steps. First we have to initialize the body parser. Const body parser equal to require body parser. Now we have to add two things additional for the body parser. Body parser.json and the body parser.url. So .url. So already I have said what are these two things in the Postman class only. Now we have to receive the response from the client side using the body parser. So where is the add game route? Here you can see this is the add game route. In this route we have to receive the response from the client. So first I will create the three things where name equal to request.body.name, and the second is where country equal to request.body.country, and the third is where player equal to request.body.player. These are the required variables for storing the game. So how can we store the game to the MongoDB collection? So first we have to access the MongoDB model. So at the top we have already created the game model. So first we have to access this model in the respective route. So in the add game route I will access that model where new game. So because we are sending the new game to the database, that's why I will write where new game is equal to new game model. So a new game should be in the format of game model. So it should satisfy the conditions like name is equal to string and the country is equal to string and the player is equal to string. Then only the data will be stored to the database. We have to write parenthesis. In this parenthesis we have to mention the values. So the first is name. Name is equal to name. Here you can see we are getting these data. And the second is country. Country is country. Or you can use directly country is equal to request.body.country. Already we have assigned the request.body.names to the separate variables. That's why I am using direct variables. So the third is player. Player is equal to player. Or you can use request.body.player, whatever it may be. If you don't want to write separate variables for every body, then you have to write request.body.name, request.body.country, request.body.player. So to minimize the syntax, I have already declared variables for the body objects. So after creating the new object for the game model, then we have to write only one step, which is called as save. We have to write new game dot save. That's it. Then it will be stored to the database. So this save method accepts only one parameter, which is called as callback function. So I will write callback function. Again, in this callback function we have to add one parameter which is called as error. So if it is any error, we have to send the response like adding game is failed. If there is no error, we have to send the response like game added successfully. So first we have to check the error. If any error, we have to send the response to the client as response.send adding game failed. Adding game failed. Control yes. If there is no error, we have to send the response as game added successfully to the database. Response.send game added successfully to the database. That's it. Our program is completed. We are receiving the data from the client side with the help of body parser, and we are assigning that values to the new MongoDB model. So here we are using the game model. That's why we have to assign values to the game model, where new game is equal to new game model. So after creating the object, we have to write just only save method. That save method accepts callback function as the parameter. In that callback function, we have to write only one thing, which is called as error object. If there is any error, we have to send the response like adding game failed. If there is no error, we have to send the response like game added successfully. Now I will send the values from client side to the Node.js. Then we can able to see the output. So from the Postman, I will click the send button. Here we got an error connecting the econ 127 points. So after installing body parser, we forgot to restart the server. That's why it is showing the error. So here we have to restart the server. Nodemon server.js. Press enter. Here we can see we got the two outputs. Server started on port, MongoDB connection successfully. Now once again I will click the send button. Here you can see we got the message game added successfully to database. That means these values are added to the sports database with the collection name games. Now we will check that in the MongoDB Compass. So I will open MongoDB Compass. Here I will refresh the page. We can see here we got the database sports. Click on the sports, and here you can see we got the collection name with the games. Click on these games. Now here you can see the output. The name is equal to name is equal to cricket, country is equal to India, player is equal to Sachin. So like this way, we can send the data to the MongoDB from the client side using the Node.js, Mongoose object and the body parser. Now I will add one more games to the MongoDB. First I will open Postman. So I will add the second game as football. And I will write the country as Argentina. And I will write the famous football player as Ronaldo. Once again, I will click the send button. Here you can see we got the output game added successfully to database. Now I will refresh the MongoDB once again. Here I will click the refresh button. You can see here we got the second object with the name is equal to football, country is equal to Argentina, player is equal to Ronaldo. Now I will add the third game. So the name is equal to tennis, and I will write the country is equal to America, and I will write the player name as Djokovic. I will click the send button. Here you can see we got the same output game added successfully to database. Here I will refresh the page. You can see here we got the third game. Name is equal to tennis, and the country is equal to America, and the player is equal to Djokovic. So as of now, we have learned three things: how to create the database, how to create the collection with the help of Node.js, and how can we insert documents to that collection. So in the CRUD operations, we have completed the first thing, C. We have completed C, means create. Now we will be doing the second thing, which is called as read. So already we have 3 documents in the MongoDB. So how can we get 3 documents to the client? So you should call the API link from the client to the Node.js, then the Node.js will do some operations, then it will send the response from the database to the client. Now we will see how to perform that operations. So we have to find the getGames root in the server.js. Here you can see we got the getGames root. In this root only we have to send all the games to this client. So whenever the root is called with the API getGames localhost 5000/getgames, whenever that API link is called from the client side, then we have to send the response as all the objects which are present in the MongoDB. Now we will see how to send. First we have to access the MongoDB collection with the help of Mongoose model. Already I have created the model. At the top you can see the model name is game model. So you have to use this game model. First I will write game model. And to get all the objects which are present in this collection, we have to use game model.find. So this is the method which is used for getting the data from the database. Here this find method accepts two parameters. The first parameter is condition. If there is any condition while getting the data from the database. As of now we do not have any condition. We want all the documents which are present in the MongoDB collection. That's why I am writing the condition as empty object. If there is any condition, we have to write the condition in this object. So as of now, there is no condition. That's why I am leaving it empty. The second is callback function. This callback function accepts two parameters. The first parameter is error and the second parameter is docs or documents. I will write documents. So if there is any error, same we have to send the same response like something went wrong or there are no documents in the list, something like that. So if there is any error, I will check the error using the if condition. If error, I will send the response as response.send something went wrong. If there is no error, we have to send the documents to the client. So we just need to write else statement. I will write response.send. Then we have to send documents. That's it. Control yes. Now we have to call this getGames API link from the client side. So here I will change the root as add game to the getGames. So it will send all the games which are present in the MongoDB collection. Get games. Here I will click the send button. So here we are not sending any data. That's why I am selecting none. If you want to send any data, then you have to select raw. So for getting the games, you need not to send any data. You just need to receive the data from the server. That's why we are sending direct link only. HTTP localhost 5000 get games. I will click the send button. Here you can see we got the output. We got three objects. With the first object is ID with the name cricket, country India, and the player is equal to Sachin. And the second object is name football, country Argentina, player Ronaldo. And the third object name is tennis, country is equal to America, and the player is equal to Djokovic. So compared to inserting and getting, inserting is somewhat difficult and getting is very simple. You just need to create the model for the collection. So with the help of that model, you can able to write the find method. This find method accepts only two parameters. First parameter is for condition. So as of now, we are not writing any conditions. And the second parameter is callback function. In this callback functions, we have to write two things. The first thing is error and the second thing is document. If there is any error, we have to send the response as something went wrong. If there is no error, we have to send the documents to the client. So in this video, we have completed the first two things in the CRUD, create and read. In the next video, we are going to see the remaining things, delete and update. Thank you. Welcome back, guys. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the delete and update operations in the MongoDB and Node.js. In the previous lecture, we have created the database and we have added some documents to the games collection, and we also get all the games from the collection and we have printed that games in the postman means client. Here you can see we have sent the API request to the getGames root, and in the getGames root we have written the logic to send all the games to the client, and we have received that games from the server. You can see all the games which are present in the database. Now in this video we are going to learn about the delete and update methods. First we will see the delete method, then we will see the update method. Already we have 3 documents in the games collection. Now I will delete the first document in the games collection. Here you can see name is equal to cricket, country is equal to India, player is equal to Sachin. Now I want to delete the first collection from this first document from this collection. How can we do that? So now I will show you how to delete it. So already we have created the root for deleting the game. So this is the update root. Here you can see we have the delete root. In this delete root we have to write the logic for deleting the game. So to delete the game, first we have to write the model. Already we have created the model at the top. You can see here game model. First I will write game model. Game model dot, here we have to write the method as find one and delete. So this is the method which is used to delete document from the collection. Game model dot find one and delete. This accepts 2 parameters. First parameter is condition and the second parameter is callback function. In the condition you have to write which document you want to delete. So first I will write the condition as an object and I will write the callback function. Again the callback function is having 2 parameters, not 2 parameter, 1 parameter. So if there is any error we have to send the response as response.send deleting document failed. Deleting document failed. So if there is, so first we have to check the error condition. So if there is any error, we have to send the response as response.send deleting document failed. If there is no error, we have to send the response as response.send document deleted successfully. Document deleted successfully. Control yes. Now in this object we have to write the condition. On what basis you have to delete the document from the collection. So suppose here we have the 3 objects. So where it is MongoDB, here you can see we have the 3 objects. So the first one is cricket and the second one is football and the third one is tennis. Which game you want to delete? So you have to tell the server that I want to delete where name is equal to 13, not 13 cricket. If the name is equal to cricket, then I want to delete that document. So if you want to delete the football game, you have to write name is equal to football. If there is any document with the name is equal to football, then I want to delete the football. So that's why we have to write name equal to, here we have to write request dot body dot name. So this name value we are getting from the client side. We have to send the name from the client side to the server which game you want to delete. Control yes. Now we have to send the name from the client side. So from the postman I will send the data. So first I will change the API link. So remove the get games and write delete game. Delete game. So once I will check the root. Delete game, yes. So this delete game accepts the request.body.name as the parameter. So that's why we have to send the game name. So first we have to select the raw format because we should send the name of the game to the server. Then only it will check whether that name is present in the database or not. So I will remove these 3 things. Now I will write, name equal to cricket. So the cricket game will be deleted. When the game name is equal to cricket, then that game will be deleted. So now I will click the send button. So the server will receive this name is equal to cricket to this delete game root. Then it will delete the document from the collection. Now I will click the send button. Send. Here you can see we got the output document deleted successfully. Now I will refresh the page in MongoDB. After refreshing the page, these cricket game should be deleted. I will click the refresh button. You can see here the cricket game has deleted. So for deleting documents, you can use any properator, any property. You can use the name property, you can use the country, or you can use the player. In the previous one, we have used the name property. Now we will use the country property. On basis of country, we will remove documents from the collection. So now we will send the name, not name, country to the server. So I will send the country as Argentina. So whenever the document country is Argentina, then that game will be deleted. Argentina. Now we have to change the name to country. So here also we have to change request.body.country. So here also we have to change the property from name to country. Control yes. So whenever the document is having the country as Argentina, because we are sending the client side with the country value as Argentina. So this game model will check the country as Argentina in the collection. So now I will click the send button. Here you can see once again we got the output, document deleted successfully. Now I will open the MongoDB, I'll click the refresh button. So this game Argentina will be deleted. So I will click the refresh. Here you can see we got the output, Argentina country object is deleted. Now we are left with only one object which is called as player. So already we have deleted the objects using the name property, country property. Now we will remove this last object using the player property. So in the postman, instead of the country, I will write player. Instead of Argentina, I will write the player name as Djokovic. Now in the Node.js also we have to change the things from country to the player. Here also we have to change request.body.player. Control yes. So I will click the send button. Here you can see we got the same output, delete document deleted successfully. Now I will refresh the collection. We can see here there are no documents in the collection. All the documents have been deleted. So we have successfully learned how delete operation works with MongoDB and Node.js. Now we are left with only one thing which is called as update command. So to update the collection, first we should have documents in the collection. So already we have deleted all the documents. Now I will add some sample documents. So first I will change the root from delete game to add game. And for adding game, we have to write the three properties. First is name, and the value is equal to cricket. And the second is country, and the value is equal to India. And the third is player. And I will write the player as Sachin, or you can write Dhoni, anything. So I will click the send button. Here you can see we got the output, game added successfully to the database. Now I will refresh the documents in the MongoDB. You can see here we got the first object. Now I will add one more object, so it will be useful for learning update command. So for the game, I will remove cricket and add football. And I will remove the country India and add the Argentina, or I will add Italy. This time I will add Italy. And for the player I will add Messi. I'll click the send button. You can see once again we got the output, game added successfully. Now I will refresh the page in MongoDB. So we have two documents in our collection, games collection. Now we will learn how update command works. So already we have created the root for update command also. So here you can see this is the update game. So update command is also similar to the delete command. First we have to write the condition, then you have to write the new data. Means we are updating the data. That's why we have to write the new data, and the third parameter is callback function. For deleting and updating, there is only one parameter change. So that is called new object. So first I will create the model. Already we have created the model. You just need to use that model. Game model. Dot. We have to write find one and update. Find one and update. F is small, O is capital, A is capital, and the update update we have U is capital. So these find one and update method accepts three parameters. The first parameter is condition, and the second parameter is new values, and the third parameter is callback function. So first I will write the callback function. So in every callback function we have the error object. If there is any error, we have to send the response as updating document failed. Response.send updating document failed. If there is no error, we have to send the response as document updated successfully. Response.send document updated successfully. Control yes. Now we have to do the first thing, which is called as condition. On which condition you want to update the document. So I want to update the document where the game is equal to cricket. Here you can see the first one game is cricket. So now I want to update the game from cricket to the tennis. So here I will write name. The game name is cricket. So here we have to receive the data from the client. That's why I will write request dot body dot game. Sorry, not game, it is a name. That's it. So we have to send the game name from the client side to the server. After receiving the name, we have to update the details in this second object. So what are the values you want to update? So after receiving the game, I want to update the player to the XYZ. So after receiving name of the game, the player in that object will be updated to the XYZ. Now we have to send the game to the server from the client. So I will send the player as, not player, game as cricket. Cricket. So I will remove comma here. So here also I will change the root from add game to update game. So when server receives the game, which is called as cricket, when server receives the name as cricket, then the cricket player will be updated to the XYZ. So now I will click the send button. Update game, here I have to write update game. I will click the send button. Here you can see we got the output document updated successfully. So now I will open the MongoDB. So after refreshing the page, the player should change to Sachin, where name is equal to cricket. So here there is only one document with the name is equal to cricket. So the cricket player should change from Sachin to the XYZ because we have changed the value from player XYZ. So I will click the refresh button. Here you can see the value is changed from Sachin to XYZ. Now I will update the country of the football game from Italy to China. So here the country of the football is Italy. So now I will update it to the China. So first I will send first I will change the player to a player XYZ to country China. Country China. Control yes. Now I will send the game name as football. So I will open Postman. So instead of writing cricket, I will write football. Football. Now I will click the send button. Here you can see we got the output document updated successfully. Now I will refresh the page. After refreshing the page, the country should change to China, where the name is equal to football. Here there is only one document which satisfies that condition. If name is equal to football, then the country is equal to Italy. and we have to change it to the China. So now I will click the refresh button. Here you can see the football country is changed to China. So in the 4 CRUD operations, create, read, update and delete. So delete, not delete, update is one of the difficult command. So you have to practice more compared to all other commands. Once again, I will explain how the update command works. So to update any document in the collection, first we have to access the model of that collection. Here for the games collection, we have created the model as game model. At the top, you can see the collection is equal to games and the model is equal to game model. So we can able to modify or update any document using this game model. So in this root, first we have to write the game model, and the method which is used for updating documents in a collection is find one and update. This find one and update method takes 3 parameters. The first parameter is condition, and the second parameter is new values which you want to update, and the third parameter is callback function. So already we have know how to write the callback function. Here we have to learn only 2 things, condition and the new values. In the first object, we have to write the condition where you want to update the values. I want to update the values where name is equal to request.body.name. We are getting this data from the client side. Suppose the client is sending the name as cricket, the document will be updated where game name is equal to cricket. So if the server find where the game name is equal to cricket, then what you want to update in that document? I want to update in the document the country value. So initially the country value of the football game is Italy. So after finding that football game, I want to update it to the China. So like this way, you can perform the delete and update operations in the MongoDB and Node.js. Thank you.